going on? I think there's a reason why I'm up like at 3:45 in the morning and whatnot. And something really been on my mind for like the last couple of hours since I woke up. And don't get me wrong, I've been sipping throughout the day, celebrating Easter with my fam. And to me, I'm sitting here thinking like, yo, when it comes to so many people in this world, right? Why do so many people operate off of double standards? Why do so many people have that energy to contradict, to be hypocritical? I think to me, honestly, those are the kind of things that I don't find myself compatible with when it comes to any kind of dynamic whatsoever that I'm involved in. It can be certain family, it can be relationships, it can be friends, it can be acquaintances. Once I notice there's like that hypocritical energy, or let me say this, right? When people have expectations of you that they can't even meet themselves. Welcome to Points of Perspective, a place where I hope that my truth is not your lie. Yo, but I think the first thing I want to do is I kind of want to do a mic check because I haven't actually like use my stuff to record in so long, and I'm not sure if this video might be a video one day that I'm going to publish for YouTube or send to TikTok or just to have it for myself and send it to people as a shadow vlog. That's if they're even still interested, because yo, my life have changed a lot within the last few years, and it's like certain aspects when it came to like an old relationship, certain friends falling off, me falling off. I got to give myself accountability here. I believe in fairness when it comes to majority of the things that I talk about, right? So it's like I'm not at a place of time in my life where I'm really trying to do my best to grow. But I feel that like as more time keep going by, I'm noticing like there's a lot of people that's not really for me. And it can be in so many different ways too. It's not just one way where it's like, okay, these individuals, we get into an argument and that's just that. Nah, it's how they move, it's how they operate, it's how they see the world, and it's how they project themselves inside of said world along with how they see it, like I said. And I hate the whole double standard thing is because the main essence of it is I hate when people have the expectation for you to be able to do something but they feel that they don't have to meet it, either if it's subtle or if it's loud on how they express it. And to me that's kind of whack. Completely 100%. I hate that shit to my fucking core. I'm gonna try my best to go through this slow, not be high rate, and just be easy with my mind. So basically, one of the things that piss me off about people with double standards is, let's look at friendships for an example, right? You'll have some individuals that'll be like, yo, you never invite me anywhere. But then again, it's like they never invite you. And at the same time, it's like, for an example, there've been so many years where I have like birthday celebrations and whatnot. I'll celebrate me either at the crib, hotel, etc. or wanting to go somewhere. Bong. So then it's like the next thing you know, they're like, oh, you didn't invite me? Like, where's my invite at? Like, you're out here doing this and doing that. And of course, the reason why they find out is because of social media. Because of course, I like when I celebrate myself, I like to show what I'm doing. That's fine. But it's like when they have events, when they have birthdays, when they have all this other stuff, they don't think of Al. They don't be like, hey, yo, I'm going to reach out and see what he's up to. Especially within like the last 2 years, because I do know I have my elements and whatnot, but it's like at the same time, to me, it's a principle that matters. Once you can be like, all right, you know what? I want to enjoy Al's company. I want to be around him. I want him to come through, meet some of my peoples or whatever. Then bong, that's dope. But then again, it's like when I'm doing something, my people's around. Of course, there'll be mutual people that they know too, typically. Then it's like, dang, like, how come? And the thing with me, right, is I'm fine without getting no invitation or whatever. If you don't want me there, you don't want me there. You have your reasons. And depending on who it is, it's like, I know things, I won't say that things have been rocky, but our dynamic is not the same anymore. So I get that. But then what gets to me is like, I'm not having an ill will for no invitation, but then you have an ill will not getting an invitation from me. And I'm like, yo, where the hell do they do that at? Or even some people that are like, let's say for an example, they're text. So I'm texting them back and forth. Then the next thing you know, it's like they start texting or they leave one word answers. And then it's like, okay, I stopped. I'm chilling. The conversation's done. I'm not going to stress it. I ain't going to think nothing of it. You're just done talking. You're out of energy when it comes to entertaining on whatever we were discussing. But then to be upset that I don't double text or I don't hit you back, to me, that's fucking crazy, because I don't get why the person can't do what they're fucking expecting for me to do. And I think that's the thing that really do like piss me off. You know what I mean? Or it can even be the same thing with like aspects of like wishing somebody a happy birthday, even if it is on social media, phone call, text, or whatever. There was I'm thinking of two individuals off the top of my head, right? I ain't gonna say no names in case if I post this online one day, right? It's like they didn't wish me happy birthday for the last 4 or 5 years, right? Then if I finally don't wish them a happy birthday one time, I get blocked. Or they write a subliminal message talking shit. So I don't get that. How come people don't want to subscribe to the golden rule? How come some people don't want to be like, well, you know what? Since this is how I want to be treated, then let me make sure that I treat these people the same way. Is that like something that's hard to ask? Or is that too much? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I do know that the world is operating off of trauma, and as more time go by, the more time go by, the more people that's being introduced to new traumas and shit in their life. But I'm like, how can somebody have the nerve to set a bar for you and then they don't want to reach it? Like, they're just like, fuck that shit. You have to reach that bar, but I'm not going to reach that bar. I think that's something that's confusing to me. And I really don't know how to go through this fairly, I'll say, going forward. Because of course I care to a certain extent. When it comes to individuals that I claim to have love, claim to be close with, it's like I want to make sure that I'm looking at it objectively, if that is a thing when it comes to something of emotions. But I want to look at something fairly before I start making my decisions, or if I should cut this person off or create a distance or stand over here and do my thing while they're over there doing their thing. Or if they start to hit me up with some of these lines, if I should just ignore it completely and just be like, hey, yo, you know what? I'm not going to entertain this shit. I'm going to be doing my own thing. Because we all got a lot of stress and bullshit that we deal with on a daily basis almost. We got our good days, we got our bad days, but then some of that trauma or pain or stress, depression, whatever it is, anxiety that you're going through is residual. There's some people that love and enjoy giving other people a hard ass time in life. And that's something to me that is not cool. Because why? You don't want somebody to give you a hard ass fucking time. So why is it okay for you to mess with somebody else's mental by you giving them a hard ass time? So first of all, let me thank you for sitting down and listening to me real quick, because I definitely just wanted to sit in this chair once again, like I usually say. Here I am again. It's been a long while since I last did a shadow vlog. I actually wanted to just sit in this chair and just get those thoughts out real quick. I know it's not structured, but at the same time, I think when it comes to recording, I'm going to stop caring about too much structure, and I'm just going to allow myself to just speak my thoughts. And I know it might not resonate with a lot of people, and that's fine. I can get that. But at the same token, though, I feel like with me, this recording shit is something that I want to do. And I definitely don't want to get it to a point where it's like I am being too hyper analytical about what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, the edits, the choice of music, if I do decide to use music. I want to have fun with this shit. I want to have fun with this process. One of my goals is to try to build an audience to the point where it's like I'm making an income off of it, but also building a community as well, and having a platform where people can come up and express their thoughts when it comes to so many different situations that we all go through in life. You know, even if people have like a different opinion than I do, I would love to be able to just be like, hey, yo, come up here. I'm about to load up. I think I got this thing. I have access to this thing called StreamYard. So it's like a panel. Oops. It's like a panel, you know, where we could just sit here and just shoot the shit, talk about things, something viral, something that people go through every day, relationship, friendships, and all that shit. That's my end goal, you know, and I would love for even the people that come up to the panel, right, to be able to speak their authentic self. Like, don't be politically correct. Of course, don't get canceled, you know, but not being politically correct and just being able to express their thoughts by just letting all this shit out. So since I want to do this, I got to start doing it. And the thing that stopped me before was hindering myself by, okay, let me look at the numbers. Let me see how many views I got. Let me do this. Let me do that. So in reality, yo, I haven't uploaded a YouTube video since 2021. You feel me? And then it's like, of course, I still try to master my craft by doing shadow vlogs and only sending it to y'all, to people that care. But it's to the point now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, yo, I got to do this. I'm ready. I can't keep telling, like, for example, the woman that I'm dating, right? Like, yo, I'm going to get this rich because I'm going to do this and do that and the third. But then it's like I ain't doing nothing to get there. You feel me? And I give myself the advice of just be me. Don't care about the metrics. Don't care about the analytics. Don't stress too much about thumbnails. Don't stress too much about being perfect. Get myself used to sitting here and recording first, improving how I speak, improving how I edit when I do decide to like do crazy edits and stuff like that. And then after giving myself a year, building that core audience, or at least trying my best to, then that's when Bong. Right there, I'll make it to the point where it's like, okay, now I'll start caring a little bit more. I'll start looking at like retention time and using Canva for the what they call them shits for the thumbnail and all that other shit. So I think for the time being, I want to get used to making this thing a habit. Does that make sense? I am kind of nice right now. So I want to make this a habit, and this is what I enjoy doing, and I would love for it to be monetary. So that's my whole thing. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Especially if you made it to the end. Shit. I appreciate you.